Alrighty, hello everyone. So today's webinar will be covering virtual travel tours. And do you miss traveling? Well, there are many websites you can use that can take you on free or paid virtual tours to different destinations around the world. You can visit famous international landmarks from the comfort of your own home. And specifically, today we'll be covering two of these websites, which are Heygo.com and girltraveltours.com. So Heygo, what is Heygo? Heygo is a free nonprofit website where you can enjoy a brief virtual vacation. It's a travel-specific live streaming platform site, and you're given the option to explore popular attractions in cities like Paris, London, Cairo, Dubai, Mexico City, and many more cities as well. So the origins. So co-founders John and Liam created Heygo in 2020 as a way to keep exploring new places. It allows those for whom international travel is less accessible to have exciting, diverse experiences from no matter where they are. And all you need is just a tech device like a computer, a smartphone, or even a tablet. So Heygo allows local guides to share their homes with the hope that it could bring people around the world closer together. So the benefits. Tours are offered in every continent. You have more than 300 cities across the world to choose from. You can easily create your own account and start exploring for free. You can book a local guide for a particular time period for a virtual tour, or you can log in at any time and see what's upcoming. Some of the categories include history, art and architecture, special events, food, museums, and much more. So a few drawbacks with Heygo. You'll need internet connection at all times to use Heygo. Tours are live streamed, so you need to join in at a specific time and date that they take place. And lastly, tours are not recorded, so you see them once and then they're done. So to create an account with Heygo, in order to see some of these exciting tours with Heygo, we first have to create an account. To do this, you first go to the website, which is heygo.com, and then you click on the sign up button, which is located on the top right corner of the page. After that, you'd fill in the assigned fields like your email address, your first and last name, and you'd create a password for your account. After that, you'd click on the little checkbox, which where you agree to their terms and services, and then you'd create an account. And from there, you're ready to start looking for tours. So navigating through the website. So you'll see on my screen, there's first the magnifying glass, which is right here. It's a little white magnifying glass. This icon lets you search for specific places or keywords. You have locations. Again, this is also shown on the site, but there's also a little bar right here with the locations word. It lets you browse all available tour locations by continent. So you could search by country and city. Categories, which categorizes tours into areas of interest, like gardens, shopping, and well-being. And then lastly, you have your calendars categories, which shows tours by date and time. And at the very top right corner, you see a little circle with maybe two letters, maybe your first initial and your last name initial. And that basically allows you to have access for your account info. And you can see upcoming trips, alter account settings, see your digital postcards from last or past tours, and also have the ability to log out as well. So how to find a tour? Once you're signed up or logged in, click on Explore Tours on the home page. So it should be right here with the red arrow indicating that. Scroll down through available upcoming tours. You could definitely do that as well. And every tour has a description that lets you know what to expect, along with dates and time to choose from. So most tours say it's free to join, although it tip supported, which means that tipping is customary and highly encouraged, but it's of course optional. So how to find a tour? You see on the right-hand side, you'll see a couple of tour dates. So Saturday, 23rd of October at 7 a.m., you'll see a book and a book symbol or notification. To book a tour, you'd have to click on the book icon or the book button, and then it should look something like book. Um, and from there, you can go to My Trips, which is right here. And in the top left corner, you'll see details about your upcoming tour. So starting your tour, at the designated date and time that you booked for, you can click Join Now, and from there you'll need, again, Wi-Fi connection. And the best viewing experience is usually on computer with Google Chrome, but again, if you have Firefox or Safari, that also works as well. But if you were to click Share Now, you could invite your friends to join the tour with you as well. And of course, there's a click Cancel buttons to cancel your booking as well for the tour. So again, there's the Join Now button, the Share Now button, and the Cancel button. So what to expect? So Heygo virtual tours are live streamed, which means you'll not be able to go backwards, pause, or fast forward. With this, you will not also be able to communicate with the guide, and they won't be able to hear you or see you either. And you could join the chat to write messages that could be seen by other participants. So during the tour, you could also snap a postcard picture by clicking on the postcard button. It will be saved to your postcards in your account, so you can go back and look through them as well. And at any time, you could also press the Leave a Tip button in the bottom left corner to tip your guide as well. So now we'll be going on to our second resource, which is Girl Travel Tours. So what is Girl Travel Tours? Girl Travel Tours is a travel platform that allows both in-person and virtual international tours. The in-person tours are in three categories: girl tours, adult-only tours, and family-friendly tours. They are currently advertising tours from 2022 throughout 2025 as well, if you're interested in taking a look at this resource. But for the virtual tours, you can browse through the scheduled tours or book a private tour for your group. And you can also explore pre-recorded tours in 60 different regions. So the origins of Girl Travel Tours. So it was originally created to host educational service learning trips for girls and their families with their friends to develop leadership skills and work on sustainability development projects around the world. During COVID-19, the website started offering virtual tours that people of all ages could enjoy from their own homes. So some of the benefits of Girl Tour Tours. There's no account creation necessary. It's easy and a free virtual tour registration process. And they also have a collection of recorded virtual tours that you can watch at any time. You can access and view photo albums of different locations around the world, as well as you also have the multiple options for planning an in-person trip if that's something you're interested in. So a few drawbacks. You'll notice that there's a smaller selection of virtual tours than Heygo. And you'll also notice that the live virtual tours are hosted much less frequently than Heygo as well. So how to find a virtual tour? First, you'd have to go to their website, which is girltraveltours.com. From there, you'd click on virtual tours and you'd click on an upcoming virtual tour that you'd like to participate in. Um, you'd also fill in the registration information. And after that, after you register, you'll receive a confirmation email with the information to join. So what to expect? The virtual tours take place webinar style over Zoom, and you can keep your video cam on or off, but you're expected to keep yourself muted during the tour unless told otherwise. The tours are free, but tipping is appreciated. Again, it's optional like Heygo. And after the tour, you can click to leave a tip on the main website and enter in your payment details if you're interested. So a few alternative virtual tour websites that we didn't cover in this webinar would be the China Guide, Airpano, UVisit, and Acropolis Virtual Tour. And of course, there's also a hyperlink to watch a past webinar on attending virtual events online. Additionally, Cyber Seniors Virtual Tours. So we also host bi-weekly virtual tours here at Cyber Seniors. So we cover a new city from around the world every other Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, including spots such as San Francisco, Montreal, Seoul, and more. So you can register for the next one from our website or our e-newsletter. And again, there's also a hyperlink to watch our past virtual tours. So now this brings us to the live demo portion. So for the live demo portion, we'll be going over Heygo. Okay, so if we were to go on Heygo, this is what the welcome page should look like. Again, there's a few things you can take a look at from the homepage itself. The little magnifying glass, the Explore option, which shows the calendar, categories, locations, and guides, as well as you can get the app, but there's a warning that it's, I think, in beta, so it's still in production. So not everything is essentially to the best potential, I guess. There's also a go live button here, as well as the sign up and login button. So since I already have an account, I'll press login, but for the demo, I'll go through the sign up page. So if I click on the sign up page, you'll be shown something like this with your email address, and then from there you'll probably be asked for your first name, your last name, and a password as well, and then you should be good to go. But since we already have an account, I'll just press on the login button and I'll quickly log in. So you'll notice after I log in, there's a few tours that are going on at the moment. So you'll see that there's one called South's Most Scenic Beach Walk in New Zealand. And you'll also see the location over here, as well as the ratings of the tour guide, as well as their name and the description of the tourist or the tour that's going on currently. So if you want to join this, you can click on the Join Now button, and then it should pop up on your screen. So you can leave a tip on the bottom left. You could also see their location here on the top left by just clicking on the map's location. So you'll see that this person is somewhere Bloomingdale. Maybe New York. I'm not too sure. Yeah, New York. And to click back onto the person itself, you can see the person here, and the chat is on the right-hand side as well. So you could type in whatever you want. So you could type in hey, and then click on this little paper airplane to send your message through chat. Or you could also send your emojis through here with the little smiley face icon. Of course, there's a limited option, but you could leave a reaction here, just like Zoom. Also, there's also a capture postcard feature, which if you were to capture a postcard, you would see, I guess, this image on your account page. But for now, I'm just gonna leave that as is, and there's also a follow button on the top right, an unmute button. So I have this currently muted, a full screen option, and also a leave option. So if I wanted to leave this virtual tour, I could leave. And again, you could tip and leave, so this is optional, but for the demo purpose, I'll just leave. And then I'm back to the same page. So I guess I can go over a couple of things. So exploring tours. So you'll notice that there's 4 big buttons: explore locations, explore categories, a calendar button, and the guides button. So if I were to click on explore locations, it should show me the countries or locations that Heygo is currently offering for virtual tours. So we have places in Africa, Asia, Europe as well. Also North America. Oh, hey, Canada. Oceania and South America. But again, it's not going to show, I guess, everywhere. It's just going to show a limited, I guess, limited cities. So keep that in mind when you're going through this. So if I were to see somewhere, a place in Italy, such as, I guess, Milan, I would go and click on Milan. And here you can see a list of tours that are currently happening in Milan or that are upcoming. So if I want to see this, I click on the Join Now button. Or if I wanted to join an upcoming one, I can click on the turn notifications on, like this little bell icon. And you'll notice that notifications were turned on for this tour. So whenever this tour is live, I'll be notified, and then I could tune in at that time. But as well as, I guess, seeing the description of the tour, if I were to click on any of these tours, you'll notice that there's reviews, the location again, the duration, and of course cost, which is tip supported, but again, this is optional, as well as the tour guide. So Patricia Milan will be hosting this tour. You'll notice that it also displays her followers, a couple of badges, as well as a description about her, this tour, and reviews about her tours, and I guess more information. So what to expect, why tip supported, and how to join. Okay, so that should be locations, explore locations. So if I want to go to explore categories now, I click on that. You'll notice that there's categories from art and architecture all the way down to other languages. So if I want to do something where I'm kind of interested in seeing a virtual tour about food and dining, right? I can click on that category, and I believe food and dining tours should be available. So again, similar to locations, you'll see tours that are upcoming or currently live. So at the moment, there doesn't seem to be any at the moment, but you could definitely try and book a tour. So if I want to see maybe something, hang out with Dana, who knows, some rice rolls. Those look pretty nice. Sunday at 9 p.m. I could book. And then you'll notice that there's a booking confirmation. So it'll tell you that you booked for trying steamed rice rolls and discover how to make it. And you'll notice that there's an invite friends or share, or you can also add this to your calendar, whether that's a Google Calendar, your Windows calendar, or even your Apple calendar. So if I want to invite friends or share, I can click on this and type the email addresses and press invite friends or share, or I could just do copy the link or just send it through one of these social media websites like WhatsApp or Twitter or even Facebook. So To get rid of this, we can either press the X icon or the continue browsing. And I guess let's just say I have plans for something at Sunday at 9 p.m. and I want to unbook this tour. You could do that by just clicking on this X button or I think the book button, but let's try the X button. And you'll notice that a message pops up on the top of your screen that says your booking for this tour was canceled. And also you'll notice that it went from booked to booked. And I think that's about it for the categories. A calendar, so this is a calendar feature. Again, you can see a couple of filters on the left-hand side of the screen. So if you wanted a specific location or country, you could do that by typing in the location or country. So let's say I want to do something in Europe. Just press enter. And then again, you can do all guides, etc. You can also toggle the slider bar, which should change, I guess, the days or the times of these tours and just filter them for 3 to 11 p.m. So you'll see that some of these, I guess it's showing Japan and Argentina, which is kind of weird, but let's see. On South Africa. Okay, there we go. So now it should filter for, okay, I'm not too sure what's going on. It should be filtering for Africa, but regardless, we can also filter for days of the week. So Monday through Sunday. So if you want to join a virtual tour on one of these days, let's say Monday and Wednesday, it should pop up, but since there are no combinations of tours that are being held on Monday and Wednesday, nothing will show up. Also, you could also set a date range, so maybe something from the 1st of this month to the end of this month. Yeah, nothing is showing up. I'm not too sure why. So I'm going to reset dates. And tour options, so you could only show new tours, exclude tours I'm already booked on, exclude tours I've previously been on, and as well as categories. So that's also another thing here. So I'm just going to press reset and this should pop back up. And I think that's enough for the calendar. Let's see for the guides. And here you'll see a list of guides that are currently touring or holding virtual tours on Heygo. So you notice there's, again, their handles with the amount of followers, and you also have a follow button. So if you're interested in one of these posts, you could click on the follow button. So it's from US, seems pretty cool. And you can also click on their name, and you'll be able to see their tours that they've held or they've posted, an about page which has their bio and their links. So this guy has his Facebook link and his Instagram link, as well as reviews. So you can scroll down and see those as well. And again, if let's say you don't want to follow this person, you just click on this following button, and it should change to following to follow. And you'll notice here it says you are no longer following Aaron and Patrick. And I guess for the search or the magnifying glass, the search icon right here, click on that, search for a country or a location. So I'll do something like Vancouver, Canada. And you'll see tours of Vancouver. So you'll see tours that are upcoming or that are being held at the moment. And again, you could press on the bell icon to set notifications. And let's say I want to book this tour. Go to browsing, and I can see my trips. So let's say I'm not on this page and I want to see what trips I've booked. You can go onto the top right-hand corner and type or press on your first name and last name initial and press on the My Trips button, and you'll see what's happening now, as well as upcoming trips. So I think this is the first webinar or the first tour that we went on today, but you also notice that upcoming trips, so Vancouver, this trip that we just recently booked is still here. But again, you can join now, share now, and cancel. So and I think that's it. So calendars, categories, patient's guides, and there's also a Go Live feature. In case you want to host your own tour, you just click on the Go Live button, get started, and I guess it's just only for an app or available to go live through an app. So again, Android or iOS, and then from there should be a few other options. But that concludes our demo portion of our webinar. And this brings us to the end of our webinar, which thank you everyone for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, you can go to our website or call the number on the screen to register for a one-on-one phone session. And we also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays. Thank you.